Once upon a time, deep in the forest, there lived a big and strong bear. This bear's name was Bobo. Despite being the largest and strongest animal in the forest, Bobo always wanted more. He would gather food, eyeing the share of other animals, and hoard everything he found. Bobo's greediness made the other animals in the forest uneasy. One day, while wandering deep in the forest, Bobo noticed something shimmering. Following the sparkle, Bobo came to the edge of a clear lake and saw a golden-colored fish swimming. Bobo immediately understood that this fish was not ordinary and wanted to catch it. He plunged his paw into the water to catch the fish, but it swiftly swam away. At that moment, the fish began to speak. "Oh, great bear, do not catch me. If you let me go, I will grant you 3 wishes." Hearing this offer, Bobo became excited and released the fish. The fish asked Bobo, "What is your first wish?" Bobo immediately replied, "I want to have the biggest and most beautiful cave in the forest." The fish flicked its tail, and suddenly a huge cave appeared before Bobo. The inside of the cave was filled with gold and precious stones. Bobo thought about his second wish. "I want to have the most food in the forest." The fish flicked its tail again, and suddenly the cave was filled with food. Bobo was utterly delighted by the sight of so much food. Before making his last wish, Bobo thought about what more he could want. Being the strongest, richest, and biggest is not enough, he said to himself. "I want everyone to admire me." So he made his third wish. "I want all the animals in the forest to admire me." The fish flicked its tail one last time, and suddenly all the animals in the forest gathered in front of Bobo's cave. As Bobo stood in front of his cave, showing off to the animals, the other forest animals looked sad and hungry. Bobo, not caring about their condition, continued to boast about his wealth. However, after a while, the food in the cave began to spoil. Bobo, unable to eat all that food by himself, let it all go to waste. The precious stones and gold did not bring him happiness. The faces of the animals praising him showed not true admiration, but obligation and sadness. Eventually, Bobo realized that greed did not bring him true happiness. He remembered the golden fish's advice and went back to the lake to call for the fish again. "Golden fish," he said, "forgive me. This time, I truly want to do the right thing." The fish resurfaced and asked Bobo, "What do you want?" With tears in his eyes, Bobo replied, "This time, my wish is to share my food and wealth with all the animals in the forest." The fish flicked its tail, and suddenly all the food and gold in Bobo's cave was shared with the other animals in the forest. The animals, moved by Bobo's generosity, felt genuine gratitude and admiration for him. From that moment on, Bobo worked not just for himself, but for the entire forest, and he learned that sharing brought true happiness. The animals in the forest lived together more happily and peacefully.